Picture this. You're standing in the heart of ancient Babylon, 1750 BCE. The air is thick with the scent of incense and the buzz of a thriving metropolis. But there's something different about today. The city is alive with anticipation. Why? Because King Hammurabi is about to unveil a revolutionary concept that will shape human civilization for millennia to come. What if I told you that the principles of justice you rely on today were born nearly 4,000 years ago? Welcome to the story of Hammurabi's throne of justice, a legacy that continues to influence our world in ways you might never have imagined. Let's set the stage. Babylon, the jewel of Mesopotamia, is at its peak. Hammurabi, a king known for his military prowess and administrative genius, has just unified a vast empire. But he faces a challenge: how to govern such a diverse realm fairly and consistently. Enter the Code of Hammurabi. Imagine a massive stone stele, over 7 feet tall, covered in intricate cuneiform script. At its top sits a carving of Hammurabi himself, receiving the law from Shamash, the god of justice. This isn't just a list of rules, it's a divine mandate, a blueprint for society. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about another set of ancient laws? Here's the kicker. Hammurabi's code was the first to establish the presumption of innocence. That's right. The cornerstone of modern justice systems was born right here in Babylon. But let's dig deeper. The code covered everything from property rights to family law, from criminal justice to commerce. It was comprehensive, touching every aspect of Babylonian life. And here's where it gets really interesting. It was public. Imagine walking through the streets of Babylon and seeing this massive stone tablet. Anyone could read it. Well, if they could read cuneiform. This was revolutionary. For the first time in history, the law wasn't some mysterious force wielded by the elite. It was there for all to see, to understand, and to follow. Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely, it can't all have been groundbreaking. You're right. Some of the laws seem harsh by today's standards. The famous eye for an eye principle? Yep, that's from Hammurabi's code. But remember, this was 1750 BCE. The concept of proportional punishment was actually a step forward from arbitrary penalties. Let's talk about some of the specific laws. Did you know that Hammurabi's code included consumer protection laws? If a builder constructed a house that collapsed and killed the owner, the builder would be put to death. Harsh? Yes, but it certainly encouraged quality workmanship. Or how about this? The code established the concept of minimum wage. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly 4 millennia before modern labor laws, Hammurabi set standard wages for various professions. It even included provisions for paid sick leave for soldiers. Mind-blowing, isn't it? But Hammurabi's legacy goes beyond specific laws. It's about the very concept of codified law. Before this, justice was often arbitrary, based on the whims of local rulers. Hammurabi changed that. He created a standard that applied across his entire empire. Think about that for a moment. In a world of city-states and small kingdoms, Hammurabi created a unifying force. The code wasn't just about punishment. It was about creating a shared identity, a common understanding of right and wrong. Now, let's fast forward a bit. Hammurabi's code didn't just influence Babylon. Its principles spread across the ancient world. You can see echoes of it in biblical law, in Greek and Roman legal systems, and even in modern international law. But here's where it gets really fascinating. The discovery of Hammurabi's code in 1901 CE revolutionized our understanding of ancient civilizations. Suddenly, we had a window into the daily lives, the values, and the challenges of people who lived 4,000 years ago. It humanized history in a way few other artifacts have. So, what can we learn from Hammurabi's throne of justice today? First, it reminds us that the principles we often take for granted, like the rule of law, the presumption of innocence, and the idea of fair compensation, have deep roots. They're the result of thousands of years of human progress. Second, it shows us the power of written law. In a world where information is constantly at our fingertips, it's easy to forget how revolutionary the idea of publicly displayed laws was. Hammurabi's code reminds us that transparency and accessibility in law are crucial for a just society. Lastly, it teaches us about the continuity of human experience. The issues Hammurabi grappled with, property disputes, family conflicts, fair trade, are still relevant today. It's a humbling reminder that while our technology has advanced, our basic needs and challenges as a society remain remarkably similar. As we wrap up our journey through time, I want you to imagine something. Picture yourself back in ancient Babylon, standing before that massive stone stele. Feel the weight of history, the birth of a new era of justice. Now, look around you. In the principles that govern our societies, in the laws that protect our rights, you can still see the legacy of Hammurabi's throne of justice. From the bustling streets of ancient Babylon to the courtrooms of today, Hammurabi's code continues to shape our world. It's a testament to the enduring power of ideas, and a reminder that the quest for justice is as old as civilization itself. The next time you hear about a new law or court decision, remember, you're witnessing the latest chapter in a story that began nearly 4,000 years ago, on a throne of justice in the heart of Babylon.